When spending our great time in Bali, we always look for such unforgettable experience to make the moment worth to treasure. Get into the splurging vibe and pick one fancy restaurant where we can savor the food, sip the delighting beverage, and most of all, cherishing the lavish atmosphere. Located at Batu Belik, Seminyak, there is one fancy restaurant that adapts Greek cuisine into a whole new level. Slippery Stone welcomes you to their Greek oasis. From the restaurant design that seems to transport you to the atmosphere of ancient Athens in Greece, until every tasty Greek delicacy that they offer you, Slippery Stone is a place where you can get an ultimate culinary experience in Bali.
Hi, my name's Sammy Ganakakis and I've moved over to Bali 4 years ago to come and create with one of my best friends, George Zagoulas, who's the owner, creator, inventor of Slippery Stone. And we've spent 4 good years here working extremely hard to basically put this beautiful venue together. Slippery Stone is a very traditional Greek restaurant. It's very unique for Bali. It's something that doesn't really exist, and we wanted to create a very family-orientated kind of a restaurant, very welcoming, because the Greek culture basically is all about family, enjoying good food and good atmosphere, basically.
Every single detail at Slippery Stone restaurant was meticulously chosen to suit the grand concept of Greek architectural and interior design. From the choice of natural stones, arches, sculptures, fountains, decorations, plants and all, Slippery Stone makes your culinary experience in savoring Greek dishes becoming the moment you'll never forget.
Just dance.
Well, Slippery Stone, the street that we actually are on is called Batu Belik, and you translate Batu Belik is Slippery Stone. So what we decided to do, to put a bit of an Indonesian and Greek twist on it, we changed the lettering into the Greek letters, which gave it a bit of Greek and a bit of Bali all at the same time, which I think's a little bit more interesting.
They say Greek cuisine gave the world a timeless taste of that era. The richness of taste comes from the bountiful source of ingredients and culinary influences from nearby regions and Mediterranean Sea. As one of the world's most significant civilizations, Greece, with its style of cuisine, will never fail to impress.
So 4 years ago we came over, it was an existing restaurant and it obviously didn't look anything like this. We came in and we did a few renovations, and then 2 months after we opened and started operation, we decided to give it a bit of a Greek theme. As you see, we thought if we're going to do traditional Greek food, we're going to actually have this looking a bit like Greece. So from the driveway all the way down to the dining area, we sculptured, we brought in some great interior designers that came in and helped, plus the owner, George. He's a very extremely creative man. So a lot of his thoughts and designs went into this, plus the interior designers, which took another 7 months. And once that finished, then we opened up Slippery Stone properly. As you can see, there's a lot of rocks. If anyone's travelled to Greece, you'll find there is a lot of stonework over there. We decided to put in Zeus. We have an Indonesian sculpture there. He came and sculptured Zeus for us. We've got Athena as well. We've also got our slight church area over there with our God sitting exposed there by the bar area, which again, you know, interests anyone who comes in and is Greek, actually understands and appreciates the venue itself.
Besides the indoor-outdoor seating arrangements that we can choose, The al fresco dining concept is adapted into the Greek design of this restaurant. The concept that is typical in European restaurants, cafes and hangout places now can be enjoyed in Bali, where the warmth of the atmosphere elevates the delight of dining at Slippery Stone.
So Slippery Stone, we basically start at 6 p.m. every night. We only do a dinner crowd. We've got a capacity, we've got 3 different sections here for dining. We can fit up to 160 people just in the 3 sections, but we do have a back area as well, which we cater for either weddings or private functions, and we can run and operate the restaurant and a function both at the same time. But the other thing is too, some people may want to close the venue, which we can fit over 300 people at the same time. Basically, we do a very traditional Greek cuisine here. Now, the Greek cuisine is a very European style cuisine where it's not about an entree, a main and a dessert. It's about bringing out small meals, they're called meze, okay, which is like a tapas menu type of thing. So what you usually find, our traditional dishes like the dips with the pita bread we get out. We've got zaganaki cheese, which is a very well-known cheese. So you're eating the dips, the cheese, and you can mix and match all the cuisine. You don't necessarily have to have a main with just on its own. You can do an entree, you can do a main, you can put lamb. We do lamb gyro where we've got imported lamb from Australia. We bring that all in, that cooks for about 4 or 5 hours. And you slice that up. You can have that with the salad, with the dips, with the cheese. So you can basically mix and match. You can put it all out at the same time, and you can have a little bit of everything all at the same time. It's not about having a set course meal, basically. Okay, that's a very traditional way of eating, the Greek way. The al fresco style of dining is a very traditional Greek way. The Greeks do love sitting outside and eating, as it's very natural and it's fresh and it feels good rather than being closed in a certain room, okay? Now, what you'll find, even if it's raining, the Greeks will tend to put cover over and they'll still sit outside in the rain as well. It just feels more natural and it brings a lot more warmth and happiness. That's why the Greeks basically like to sit outside a lot more. Very natural.
Everyone loves spending great time at Slippery Stone. We can celebrate our special moments at Slippery Stone since they provide service that can cater and tailor of what we desire.
We have a few different dining areas and also for special occasions for weddings. The courtyard that we usually do smaller weddings is quite beautiful, and it just feels warm and natural and nice basically in there. Depending on the weather, we have indoor facilities as well. For birthdays, I've got a back area as well where we can decorate for functions, which we do for weddings. Any kind of function basically we can just set up for anybody. There's not a problem. The Greeks can do anything.
We are about to reveal the tastiness of Greek cuisine at Slippery Stone that would blow your mind. Keep on watching Beyond Bali. Greek cuisine is diverse and rich in taste. Its flavors change with the season, and its tastiness comes from its geographical condition. The Mediterranean influence can be seen from the use of ingredients, which bring the good use of wheat, olive oil and also wine. Here at Slippery Stone, The Greek and Mediterranean tastes have been elevated. The fresh ingredients, as well as rich spices and herbs, are made into perfection by the cooking techniques.
One of the hardest things that we found here in Bali was not the building of the venue, it was actually sourcing all my food. Now, to do a traditional food, we're importing a lot of good produce from Greece, and we're bringing the best quality lamb basically from Melbourne. Now, the signature dishes, every Greek restaurant needs zaganaki cheese, and that is the most important thing in a Greek restaurant. Now, we bring that over from Greece, the tara masalata as well, which is one of the dips, the famous dips, and we make everything natural. Basically, every afternoon, everything is made fresh here from scratch. We don't buy any produce whatsoever. From our pita bread to our dips, the lamb, it's all just prepared and marinated here on site and just prepared every night. Now, our signature dishes is your zaganaki, the tzutzukake meatballs, the lamb gyros, basically endless amounts. All of them have their specific tastes and flavours. Nothing tastes the same. There's the florini, which is the marinated peppers with the grilled pepper on top. So that's why the whole idea of Greek cuisine is putting it all out and eating a little bit of everything continuously, and what you're doing is getting continuously different flavours out of every little dish.
The diverse selection of authentic Greek flavors that we can enjoy at Slippery Stone is crafted and prepared by a bunch of experienced chefs and cooks with years of experience in their field. Without their delicate work, things that we can enjoy on plates will never taste the same.
So with our chef, we brought over one of the best chefs from Melbourne. Now, Melbourne has a huge Greek population in Australia, so when it comes to Greek dining, they're very particular. So we did bring over for 2 years to set up the foundation of this kitchen and the recipes, the menu, everything. So this man used to run, his name was Laz, and he ran and still is working for a place called Jim's Greek Tavern in Melbourne, which everyone knows, which does 200 to 300 people a night. So he came over, set up, trained the staff, taught them everything. Now he's basically gone back, and now I'm in the kitchens with the kids as well, but they know how to do everything perfectly. If you didn't know, you'd think there were Greek chefs inside there.
For the starters, Slippery Stone offers a wide variation of dishes that can tease your palate before the entree. Some light bites and even choices of salads might rise your appetite to taste more of Greek flavors.
Well, Slippery Stone's best appetizer, I'd say the mixed dips, the zaganaki cheese, and the florini, which is the marinated peppers with the grilled feta cheese. The combination of those three work extremely well on the palate, basically. So that's what I suggest.
After some of the authentic Greek flavors tease your palate, we are so ready to savor the entree. Slippery Stone offers many options of food that are categorized into chicken dishes, meat dishes, seafood, pasta dishes, pizza, and many others. Choose wisely and eat heartily every single dish name on the menu that interests us, and enjoy it with our most beloved people.
With the main course, I always suggest the lamb gyros, which is our #1 seller. A combination of, if you want a combination of meat, pork, or beef, you can usually do the meatballs. You do a serving of the gyros, you can do the pork belly. But another famous one, we do whole fresh snapper. We char grill fresh snapper as a whole snapper. So a combination of any of those three, depending on how many people are actually dining. If it's only 2 of you, I usually suggest 1 main or 2 mains, depending how hungry you are. But if it's a big group of 10, I'd say to you do all 4, and not a problem. And always at the end with a Greek salad. Three of the most traditional desserts. We do lukumades, which are Greek donuts with a honey and a nut syrup basically put on top of them. We also do the baklava, which is a filo pastry, and what that is, it's again honey and walnuts, and that's rolled and baked in the oven. And there's another traditional one which we do is the galaktobouriko, which is a Greek milk custard and filo pastry dessert. And again, you know, with a nice honey syrup on top, always finishes the night perfectly.
Reading Greek desserts on the menu of Slippery Stone is such a tongue twister. But who doesn't like such adventurous culinary experience, especially at a restaurant that can guarantee you exceptional taste of Greek cuisine? Just pick one of the lips-smacking sweets and be ready to order another.
One of the most interesting things that I noticed here in Bali was there was a lot of fantastic restaurants, and they were run beautifully and the organisations are great. But the difference that Slippery Stone has, you always feel like you're at someone's house, and it's the warm feeling basically from the staff, from management, from everyone, that you actually feel welcome from the start right to the finish. And I believe that's the most important thing, and that's the Greek way. There's quite a few ingredients basically. You're going to find olive oil from Greece, oregano from Greece, you're using lemon on your produce basically. Everything gets lemon on it. Even our cheese, our Zaganaki cheese, which we use kefalotiri, which is an imported cheese. And I also use feta cheese, which is a half sheep, half goat's milk. And that comes from Epirus, which is one of the most famous cheese makers in the world. Now those ingredients, if you have all of those, basically you have a Greek restaurant.
Cherishing your culinary moment with your beloved ones at Slippery Stone feels like nothing compare. Yet we are still keen on knowing more about another way to enjoy our time at Slippery Stone. So keep it up with Beyond Bali, because we are going to find out the way to make our moment go beyond what we expected. Live up your night at Slippery Stone, because all things that we need are catered and provided, including the wide selection of drinks. Voted as one of Bali's best bar, the bar at Slippery Stone provides their signature and specialty drinks with extensive list of exclusive Slippery Stone cocktails that we want to stand long into the night.
The other option we have the bar. We've got two bars. Now, if you don't want to sit down and dine, you're more than welcome to sit at the bar. You can sit and have a drink, and you don't have to have a full meal. You can basically have a little small tapas sort of style, like a mezze style dinner as well, where you can have a few dips, a little bit of cheese, because the Greeks love their cheese, of course. So it's totally up to you, and you can enjoy. We have entertainment on Sunday nights as well, where on a Sunday night you want to come and sit by the bar and have a little bite to eat and a drink, you're more than welcome. So the bar is for anybody as well. It's totally up to you.
At Slippery Stone, we can dine, drink, gather, make new friends, and enjoy such activities that help every now and then to entertain anyone.
On the wine selection, we've concentrated. We keep it very limited. We have a Shiraz, we have our Sauvignon Blancs. We basically, with the high prices of wine here in Bali, we were very careful to basically find wines that were reasonably priced, of course, and they tasted nice. So we've got a big selection there as well. We have a couple of Greek wines, Australian imported wines, and some of the local wines as well, which are Australian grapes but manufactured in Bali.
Bring along your special one into an unforgettable romantic dining experience at Slippery Stone. The atmosphere, meals, drinks, and everything that we can experience here will impress everyone.
Events at the moment, we run every Sunday night. We have a little bit of a fun party night. We believe that sitting and having dinner at night and a bit of entertainment always goes down very well. And what we do, we have belly dancers, fire shows, and drag queens every Sunday night, which has built up and people are starting to enjoy and everyone seems to have a fun. And then you find I start smashing a few plates and dancing Zorba with the customers as well.
You want to cherish your special moment into the most unforgettable experience. Like what they've mentioned before, Slippery Stone offers the service where they can organize your special events at. Here's what you need to do to make it happen.
What we do, we also offer like a banquet, which is 300 plus per person, and that basically is a traditional Greek banquet which includes your dips, your zaganaki cheese, zucchini chips. You get servings of chicken, meatballs, lamb, salad and calamari, and you get dessert of course at the end. So if you want any bookings, you can go online. We've got Facebook Slippery Stone, Instagram Slippery Stone, and you can also book online on our webpage, Slippery Stone website. So hope to see you soon.
Indulge yourself with your most favorite people at Slippery Stone. The hearty meals, refreshing drinks, and outstanding atmosphere that they offer feels like beyond compare.